So when you've scheduled your membership overview, remember you did that right during the enrollment process, and you asked the question to the person where you just made a statement, basically. Our next step is to schedule a time for a membership overview where we can show you how to use your products and get the most out of your membership. And then the question is, when is a good time that works for you? We like to schedule that very close to the time that you receive your first order. And so then that's set up, and now we're at that meeting for the membership overview.
Okay, so when I go there, this is the membership overview. It's makes this process real simple, like pretty much everything we've done so far. If you just can read, or if you can get them to read it,
right,
then it works. Okay, so the very first section, this first page, I know this is going to be a little boring to you, but the way I get through this page is I read it word for word, because the language is so concise that it makes it really simple for people to understand. So the first thing I do is I show them where they log in at mydoterra.com, and where it has member ID and password, I write down their member ID and their password right there so they have this for reference, so they know how to get into their account in the future. And then this phrase, it took quite a while to come up with the wording for this, but which is why I'm saying just read it, because it's perfect wording. But it says, as a wholesale member, you have two ways to order product: by placing a standard order or a loyalty rewards order. A standard order is a one-time order. A loyalty rewards order is a reoccurring monthly order that can be customized, adjusted, or canceled at any time. If they understand that, then they know that there's no downside to being a loyalty rewards order. They're not locked in anything. It can be customized, adjusted, or canceled. So then we'll say, well, look, here are the benefits of doing a loyalty rewards order to just a standard order. They both get the 25% discount, but as a loyalty rewards order, you get an additional 10 to 30% back in free product credits. You get additional discounts on popular consumable products like Lifelong Vitality, the hair care, all those different things. You receive the free product of the month if it's a qualifying order. You get back the shipping costs and free product credits. So if you spend $10 in shipping, then you get $10 of free product credits in your account that you can use to buy free product. And you qualify to receive income. And you'll notice that there's always the little thing like that. We're constantly planting in their mind that there's an option to receive income. Now, so at this point, a person sees this and they go, okay, so I get it. Standard order is stupid, and loyalty rewards order is really smart.
Very smart.
Yeah. So then we say, okay, now this is the longer you participate, the more credits you earn. So you explain the scale, how they start at 10% every 3 consecutive months of purchases. It moves up over 30% or to 30% of the year. And then we describe how to maximize the loyalty reward points. The way I like to do this is I'll say, okay, let's say that you'd been ordering for over a year and you're at 30%. And the next month, you decided you didn't want to order any products at all. If you canceled your loyalty rewards order, then you'd start over at 10% if you decided to do the loyalty rewards program in the future. And I'll say, but if you even make a 1 PV order, just order anything, then $1. Then it at least maintains your spot on that scale. So you'd stay at 30% instead of starting over at 10%. In order to earn points and increase in the percentage, then it needs to be at least 50 PV, 100 PV earns commissions, and to get the free product of the month, it needs to be at least 125 if ordered on or before the 15th of the month. Now, then I like to go through the frequently asked questions, and yes, I read these word for word as well. So the first one is what are loyalty reward points, or LRP? Every time you purchase products through the loyalty rewards program, you receive loyalty reward points. Loyalty reward points are free product credits like frequent flyer miles that you can use to buy doTERRA products. And I just take them through all 5 of those questions just like that. And the reason why it's so important to read them, like for example, look at question number 4. Can I have more than one LRP order? Free product credits are only earned through LRP orders. If you need to purchase more products during the month, and you'd like to receive these credits, you can set up additional LRP orders, which will continue to run the following month unless canceled. Be aware that in order to qualify for commissions, you must have a single LRP order set up for a minimum of 100 PV. That's going to save you a lot of headaches if you explain that. It's just take the couple minutes it takes to read each of these questions and answers, because these things are all going to come back to you in the future. So just make sure that you do that. Then once I get through the first page, pretty much what happens is the people go, okay, I get it. Standard orders are stupid. Loyalty rewards orders are smart. But I don't know what I'm going to order on a regular basis, and that leads to the next part.
All right. And so then the next section is where we try to personalize the membership for the new member. And so in the beginning, we talk about doTERRA's wellness pyramid, and basically read the paragraph, which is a healthy lifestyle is built on a foundation of nutrition, exercise, rest, and limiting toxic exposure. Informed self-care using essential oils is more effective when built on a foundation of a healthy lifestyle. The membership overview is designed to give you an idea of ways to improve in these areas. Empower yourself by learning to use the oils. Okay, so we've set it up, letting them know that doTERRA is, we're not just we're not just marketing the product. We're trying to help the individual achieve a positive outcome in their health and well-being, and essentially be as good as they can possibly be. And through this process, we can now ask them about some of their specific goals, like in what ways would you like to take your health from good to great, and so they can talk about that, and then this gives me an opportunity to help educate them on where they can find resources and answers, like doTERRA University, for example, which is a place where they have little video clips on various products, including individual essential oils, and so they can come through here, and we can kind of customize or set up specific products that might really benefit their life, or again help take them from good to awesome.
Good to awesome. All right, now as you go through the rest of the membership overview, you're going to notice that the health pyramid shows up on every page, and you'll notice that the foundation of that pyramid is on page 1. And so this is all about the different products that you can incorporate into your daily regimen that is going to help you achieve that particular area of wellness. So when I'm explaining to them the health pyramid, I'll say, all right, so what on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rank yourself if you were just focused on the foundation of this pyramid? And they could say, well, I'm going to maybe rank myself at a 5 or a 6 or 7. So what you're doing is you're just letting them rate themselves in each of those levels of the pyramid, and that'll let you know where to spend most of your time. So if someone gives themselves a really low score in diet and exercise, then you might want to spend a lot of time over here with this regimen, so you understand how that works. So just kind of walk them through explaining the pyramids as they go. And one thing I will say about this is that I love the rest and manage stress one. This applies to everyone. So even if people feel healthy, everyone deals with stress, and so explaining this is a fantastic way to how to incorporate the oils aromatically. And then at that point, if they still don't know what products they want to incorporate into their life, I'll say, well, do you brush your teeth or wash your hands or do laundry or clean your house or and if I ask those, then these are just obvious ways to incorporate doTERRA products into their life.
Right. And if they have, as you're going through this, if people have an interest in a specific product, all they need to do, I just invite them to check boxes next to any products that they find of interest or that they'd like to explore. On this reducing toxic load, this is kind of a cleansing protocol, and it really, if people really want to set their life on the course of a great foundation, a great nutritional foundation, then it's probably best, or to get the best results, by clearing the body first of any sludge or impurities or things that may be in the system. And so this cleansing protocol is a great place to start to help the body be prepared for good nutrition and a healthier lifestyle as you advance. And again, all the protocols are all set up so that you can use the product the way they're recommended and understand that very quickly. And so I just roll through that a little bit. And then when we come to the back, this is about connecting them to your community. So us as builders, for example, we have teams, and as part of those teams, in those teams we have customers and we have builders, and those customers and builders, we want to connect them so that they again can feel served by being a member of our community. And so this allows you to connect them. So who, on your primary support, if I was enrolling the person, I would list myself as the primary support. And then I'd probably use somebody in my upline or somebody that lives close to them that's really a strong member of our group as an alternate person that they could contact if they had questions or things that they wanted to ask or to get support. And then of course, doTERRA's support numbers are listed here if they need to call customer service for ordering issues and things like that. Also, if your group has calls that they do at different times of the week or webinars or anything like that, then those can be listed out when those occur. And if you have social media communities or a team website or anything like that where you're referencing, then you can put these here, these resources, and customize these to your specific community.
Right. Now, the last portion of this is really, really important because it's all about the next step. And so when you look at the 3 doors that we've walked people through, if they were open to learn, they came to a class. And if they were open to use the products, then we've enrolled them and we've gone through this membership overview with them. And typically when those first 2 doors are open and they've learned and they've used how to use the products, it typically starts to open door 3 as well, which is, would the person be open to sharing with others? And so on the back of the membership overview, it has a title here that says share with others. And there's some questions here that you can, again, just read off to the person, like, are you open to sharing oils with others? And if they say yes, they're open to that, then you could also ask, are you open to the idea of creating an income with doTERRA? That's a really powerful question, because if they're open to the idea, you're not saying, are you open to building a business? You're just saying, are you open to the idea? Are you willing to look into it at least? Does that make sense? And then you say, well, what best describes your level of interest? Maybe just hosting a class, getting your products for free, or would you like to create an income? And it doesn't really matter where they mark on here. If they're open to it, then I say, okay, well, when can we meet? And many times a membership overview will lead to a business overview in the exact same meeting. So when I'm sitting down with them and I go over this and they say, yes, I'm open to learning about it, and they have time right then I just pull out a business overview and go into that. Otherwise, I'll schedule a time where I can go over the business overview with them.